the entire humanity, and I would like to thank everyone who made this possible. Mr. Minister of Culture and Tourism, his entire team, all the architects and workers who exerted their efforts to get these two restoration exercises done. You have personally seen how hard they have worked despite all the difficulties and despite all the threatening conditions. These projects were completed, and here we are for the opening ceremony. Sumela Monastery is one of the most important symbols for Turkey, and it has a history of almost 1600 years. And after our forefathers, our ancestors came into the region, after the conquest, it was preserved, and as such, it has survived until today. Sumela Monastery is a set of buildings carved into stone, and you can see signs of civilizations, many civilizations in that monastery. In 19th century, right after the Russian invasion, it was vacated, and unfortunately, this exquisite building and some of the artifacts in 1930s were sent to Greece. And just like any other artifact in our country, we took ownership of this monastery. This is an exquisite, a landmark cultural heritage, and in order to restore it to its past glory, we have been working for years. In the past, the aqueducts, the environs, and the staircases into the monastery were made viable once again, thanks to our efforts. And today, the amelioration of the rock surfaces have been completed, and we are also going to continue these restoration efforts in years to come. Turkey attaches great importance to all sorts of cultural heritage on its territory, and this very project, this very restoration, actually is a testament to that. If, like some people allege, if we targeted the cultural heritage of other civilizations and faiths, then this monastery would not have survived until today. The same thing holds true for similar buildings all across Anatolia. We have never been proponents of destruction. To the contrary, we have always been proponents of helping these buildings survive. And when you look at the ex-Ottoman territories, you see that cultural genocide took place, and many buildings were either demolished or burned down, or they were left to their dilapidated state. In the Balkans, we had 300 mosques in one particular city, and today, somehow, there is only one single mosque that has survived, and that goes to show who attaches what sort of an importance to these buildings. No Western state has the right to say a word to Turkey against this and criticize us. And Hagia Sophia has been reverted to a mosque, and that should not upset anyone. This move actually shows our commitment to that building. I think we deserve a word of thanks for our dedication. And today we are going to also re-inaugurate the Ortahisar Ayasofya Mosque. For 750 years, this building has survived, and our ancestors built on this building and improved it even further. Ortahisar Ayasofya Mosque, all throughout its existence, save for the Russian invasion, when it was turned into a storage unit, it served as a house of worship. Again, this very example shows who shows respect to houses of worship and who actually demolishes them. From the walls of the garden to the ceilings, we restored Ortahisar Ayasofya Mosque from scratch, and this again is a testament of our inclusive and all-encompassing attitude towards civilization. For 500 years, like I said, this building served as a mosque, and our ancestors did not harm this building at all. And again, certain people who do not understand this philosophy should look at this example, because we dedicate this to them. The Ayasofya Mosque in Istanbul, the inauguration of the Ayasofya Mosque in Istanbul actually has showed a division between those who respect sovereignty and culture and those who disrespect it. It has served as a litmus test. Those who cannot accept our nation's existence in Anatolia, using Ayasofya as a pretext, took this opportunity to actually spit venom against us, against the Turkish nation. And likewise, those who are hostile towards Turkey and the Turkish culture revealed their true colors, again using Ayasofya as a pretext. Regarding Sumela Monastery and Ortahisar Ayasofya Mosque, we know what these people are going to say. For them, history and culture do not hold sway. They have animosity towards the Turkish nation and towards Islam because they cannot voice these views openly. They use these incidents as pretexts, but actually they don't need to. Actually revert to such methods, because everyone knows who we are, and at the UN actually we have made our position public, and we will continue to do so, especially certain Western jurisdictions, certain Western countries, when we bear in mind that their prosperity is based on the suffering of other nations and other countries in the world, we understand why they are taking this stance. We know that the global order is about to change, and the developments in the days of the pandemic has once again showed that this transformation is irreversible, and we expect our counterparts, our interlocutors, to be open and candid in their stance. But unfortunately, they continuously try to undermine our efforts, and they try to make a quick win by resorting to such heinous methods, and they slander us, they provoke our citizens, and they exhibit animosity towards the values of our state. But no matter what they do, the end is near. The downtrodden, the oppressed, their suffering has reached up to the heavens, and no one can obliterate truth by using empty words and fake smiles. As Turkey, we are proud of our history, of our civilization, and we always advocate for the truth, justice, and peace. And we have been engaged in a struggle for these values, and we will raise the bar even further in the future as well. And in everything that we do, we have this perspective. And in Syria, for instance, we have sided with the downtrodden, we have sided with the oppressed, and likewise in Libya, we have been supporting the legitimate government of the country, and we have not turned their call down to side with them. And in order for our Azerbaijani brothers and sisters to preserve their territorial integrity, we support their efforts. Certain countries 1,000 years ago or 500 years ago, unfortunately, implemented many atrocities, and right now they are blaming us. And of course, we are going to give the right answer to them. Every struggle may not yield the desired results, but those who shy away from struggle actually submit from the very beginning, lose from the very beginning. And like I said, we are delighted to be a part of the Turkish nation, and at no time in our history did we shy away from struggle, shy away from giving up a fight. And today as well, for ourselves, for our friends, we are ready to stand up tall and engage in all sorts of battles, be they economic, be they political and social. Like we have always stated, they will not succeed. This country will not bow down, and this nation will not be enslaved, because this land has survived thanks to the blood of our martyrs, and you will not be able to obliterate our land, because now you are not faced with the Turkey of the past, which was weak. Right now Turkey is strong, and until our last citizen, we will put our lives on the line for our homeland. May God help us in this regard, in this endeavor. With these sentiments, once again, I would like to hope that the opening ceremony for the Sumela Monastery and Orta Hisar Ayasofya Mosque is auspicious for our country, for our nation. And also there's one more thing that I would like to underscore here, especially this year, on the 15th of August, our Orthodox citizens will be able to come back to Sumela Monastery and pray, which they could not do during the restoration period. May God help us and facilitate our efforts. With these sentiments, once again, I would like to hope that the opening ceremonies of today will be auspicious for our country, for our nation. And I would like to thank once again everyone who made these restoration works possible, and I greet you all once again with my deepest regards. And right now, as far as I can see, the Sumela Monastery, at the monastery, our minister is present. Mehmet Nuri Ersoy is present at the monastery, as well as the governor of Trabzon, İsmail Ustaoğlu, is also there. The Metropolitan Mayor of Trabzon, Sümeyra Demirci, is present there also. And we also have from the museum's administration Gökhan Yazgı. And let's take a wide-angle look at those who are present at the monastery. Also, the Provincial Tourism Director, Mustafa Aslan, is also present, as well as Ankara Provincial Tourism Director, Ali Ayvazoğlu. And of course, we will also connect to the Ayasofya Mosque, Trabzon Ayasofya Mosque. We have our Minister of Culture and Tourism, Deputy Director Ahmet Nispan Demirci, and Culture and Tourism Deputy Director Nadir Alparslan, as well as Deputy Governor of Trabzon, Bünyamin Yıldız, Trabzon Metropolitan Mayor Deputy Atilla Ataman, AK Party Trabzon Chairman Haydar Levy, Director General of Foundations Burhan Ersoy, and Provincial Deputy Director of Tourism Seyhan Kurnaz are also there. Now let us reconnect to our Minister. Mehmet Bey, I think you can hear us. Over to you for the ribbon cutting ceremony. So let us open the Sumela Monastery first. Let us cut the ribbon first, and then we will cut the ribbon for the Ayasofya Mosque. May this be auspicious.
Hayırlı olsun Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Orta Hisar Ayasofya Mosque, our Deputy Minister Ahmet Misbah Demircan, over to you.
Mikrofon sizde. Kordela önünüzde,
Sayın
makaslar
Cumhurbaşkanım.
sizde. Buyurun.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, bizler Trabzonlu vatandaşlarımızla birlikte
Mr. President, with our citizens from Trabzon, we are thrilled to be here, and you have cited our names one by one, but we also have members of the public joining in to us for this great excitement. Let us now cut the ribbon.
Bismillah. Makaslar ve kordela size hediyedir. Bugünün anısına.
Please save the scissors and the ribbon as a souvenir from today.
Tabii bu arada
And of course, by the way, Mr. Minister, I have a request from you. Just like Istanbul Ayasofya Mosque, let us make sure that the facade, the exteriors, are also restored as soon as possible in terms of decoration. Let us make sure that we get that done as soon as possible.
Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, bir yıl içinde
Mr. President, we will complete that in a year. Hopefully, we will finish it by July next year. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Trabzon'a çok
Like I
çok
said,
selam var.
please give my greetings to Trabzon.